Those of you guys that know me and have followed the channel for a bit, before I started the S10, I had a 2018 Harley Sportster. Be a year and a half ago now, I broke a lifter, and when it broke a lifter, it did more damage than that. It tore up the cam case and broke a skirt on the piston. It was full catastrophic. The motor was at that point pretty well pooched. So we put a plan together and took it to Outlaw V Twin to have the motor gone through and have it fixed and corrected. We went through it. The project took a little longer than anticipated. That's just with part shortages and the difficulty. Here is my Sporty that has been named Natalie since I got it. It was named by a very close friend of mine, and it was the original sidechick before the S10 being the sidechick. It's a labor of love and a lot of money and a lot of time. This bike has brought great moments and great laughs and memories and great frustrations at times. But without further ado, here it is, guys. So, little rundown on the bike. I bought this bike in 2018 while I was going to trade school, and it was a 2018 Harley Sportster 48 anniversary edition. The tank's actually in the other side. The seat's off of it right now. I just leave them on the battery tender so that they always fire up. And I have the plug to make it so I don't have to take the seat off. I just have to find it. Pretty sure it's in my toolbox. But so a little rundown on the bike. I wanted a bigger tank on the bike when I first did the rendition of this. So this is a 4.5 gallon tank. The bike came with a 2.5 gallon. So I put the bigger tank on. Roy at Trip 6 painted the tank, put the decal on for me, did a fantastic job. Powder Works here in Calgary, they did all my gold powder coating that you see on the bike. And then when we decided to build the motor and go through it, I talked with Josh at Outlaw and we put a plan together. We wanted to build a really rowdy little motor for this. So this is a Revolutions Performance 88 cubic inch kit. It's got fueling injectors, it's HPI Performance, throttle body and injectors in it, S&S air cleaner. It's got a Bassani 2-into-1 pipe on it. The motor has been punched out. It is 88 cubic inches now, and it has zippers, 630, 585 cams. Bike made on the dyno, on the break-in, made 120 horse to the tire and 117 foot-pounds of torque. This thing's a little ripper. I'll set the camera up and open the door here. I'll roll it outside and I'll fire it up for you guys. As you can see, guys, the bike's fairly tall. I forgot to mention earlier, it has tracker die, 2-inch eliminators in the front, so it extends the front end 2 inches, and it's got 13.5-inch Racing Bros on the rear. So the bike sits quite tall, hence why it leans like so much. It does have a kickstand extension on it, because prior to that it was dangerously leaned over. It would literally almost fall over, and it actually, if you park it in the wrong spot right now, it will tip over. doesn't like being parked on a soft surface. But we'll go ahead, we'll fire this thing up and give you guys an idea how it sounds. I'll just close the door so we don't fill the house full of smoke. It is pretty nice out today. I actually have, I have to do 1,000 braking kilometers on it. So I might do the first 150 here today with it being nice. But we'll go ahead, we'll get it fired up. Well guys, that's Natalie. We're going to get back on the S10, but please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys want to see more of the Sporty, see more on it. I might strap the GoPro to the bike to do some of the break-in miles. If that's something you guys want to see, please just let me know. I'd love to showcase that to you guys. We're super excited to have it back. I didn't have it all last summer. It lived in Kelowna getting the engine done. So this is something that's pretty exciting for me. I might actually close the garage up and go put a little bit of miles on this thing and just see how it feels. 120 horse in this thing and 117 foot-pounds of torque. This thing's an absolute ripper. It's we have the clutch set up pretty soft right now, just on the break-in to make the bike comfortable and nice, easy on the motor. But it's still ripped, man. So let me know if this is something you guys like to see, and I'm gonna end it off there with the bike, and we'll get back at the S10.